Welcome, podcast listeners. You are here with your host, Budget Pedal Chap. This is episode number 33 of the Fret Talk podcasts. You are here with a cornucopia of gentlemen tonight. I say gentlemen in the loosest possible term. Let's start off. We've got Mick. Say hi, Mick.
Oi, Sagaloi.
We've got our regular Matt.
Good evening.
We've got Mr. Paul Farrell.
Good evening, everybody.
And we have got Chris.
Hello.
Absolutely excellent. Slightly more civilized than we did it before, that was. We're going to start off with what you've been up to this week. I'm going to start with Matt because he's new to the call and I'm feeling mean. So go ahead, Matt. What have you been up to?
This week I've learned yesterday that all of the acoustic stuff that I've been learning for the past, I think it feels like months, but it's probably like 6 weeks or so.
Half an hour.
Was kind of half been wasted because I was learning chords and vocal lines to sing, and I'm no longer singing. We were told that they wanted half an hour of acoustic pop, so we assumed they wanted some pop music, but they don't. They want just the acoustic guitar, so they want somebody playing the vocal lines on a guitar.
Oh, man.
Which neither me or the other guitarist had planned for. So I've got that I need to transcribe the vocal lines onto an acoustic guitar in 10 days.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an ask right there, that is.
Yeah. At least you haven't got to do any take that.
I've got to do some take that. There's some really cheesy, terrible pop music. To be honest, it's not all terrible pop music. There's a bit of Neil Young in there as well. And even a bit of Foo Fighters, but most of it is cheesy pop music from the 90s and 2000s.
I mean, that is the Foo Fighters, isn't it? Cheesy pop from the 90s.
Yeah, totally.
I'm not a fan. I don't hide it.
You're broken.
You don't like the Foo Fighters?
No, I don't know.
Oh, come on.
They're the musical equivalent of the colour beige.
What are you talking about?
Foo Fighters are a great band.
I must say I'm with Adam on this one. It's just middle of the road, rock by numbers, and I've got no time for it.
Yeah.
Is it Californication was there? It wasn't it?
Chili Peppers.
Why not?
Oh,
yeah, sure.
Was it? Oh,
One band, man.
Foo Fighters. Oh, yeah, fuck 'em.
I'll prefix with this whole rant with Dave Grohl seems like an absolutely stand-up guy, and I'm sure I'd love to meet him down the pub and have a drink with him. He is also an absolutely wicked musician. However, the musical output of the Foo Fighters...
You just don't like the songs?
No.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
They're just... Yeah, they're not for me.
Some of the later albums are probably a bit poorer than the early. I think the earlier stuff was really good. The first album was really, really, really good, and the second album was a topper as well.
I'd almost argue the exact opposite. I kind of see them getting
No way. You cannot tell me that late Foo Fighters is better than early Foo Fighters.
Even I would have to disagree with you, Adam. That's a mad opinion.
It gets a bit more edgy as it goes on, whereas the early stuff...
Hold on a minute.
No,
I would say the opposite way.
yeah.
Late Foo Fighters is as much edge as a beach ball.
Late Foo Fighters is Walk, which is just 3 chords. Early Foo Fighters are stuff like Monkey Wrench and Everlong.
Yeah, just the whole. It's just pop punk, man.
But at least it's better than just bland. I can play 3 chords and sing about nothing.
I mean, what's wrong with status quo?
I was waiting on somebody saying that.
They made a career out of it. So yeah, I mean, what is my opinion of the Foo Fighters? This should be about Matt. Come on, what have you been up to this week, Matt? This is not about me.
pretty much just the acoustic guitar. I still haven't had anyone buy the Squier that I'm trying to sell, the Jazzmaster, which means I can't start G yet. But
So
the plans are in place.
this will be our sponsored advertisement here. Get yourself a bargain on a Squier Jazzmaster. Just go on any of the gear exchanges and search Matt Quine, and you'll find it. It's
And then offer him like 50 quid or something.
at this point he'll probably take it.
Oh, they're about 100 quid new.
339 quid new.
Yeah.
Go.
And he's asking for 380. It's a bargain.
Not asking for.
So we're going to move on anyway, Matt, rather than grilling you about your sales technique, because we've got an absolute shed load of stuff to catch up on with Chris. Chris, for those who remember from podcasts of yore, Chris is he has almost as much gear go through his hands as
I've almost got a completely different rig for the last time I was on.
So I think that's probably somewhere where we should start, because it kind of ties in with what Mick's doing as well this week, kind of in terms of purchases as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So go on, Chris. Talk us through some of your financial
Right,
conquests.
Where do I start here? Well, recently I bought a Stratocaster because when I was doing it at Steve's Bat, I was playing his Clapton custom shop Brownie Strat, I think it is. Is it a Brownie Strat, Matt?
Yeah, it's the Clapton Brownie, isn't it?
Yeah. So I played that, and that put me in the mood to get another Strat. So I didn't have as much money to fork out on something like that. So I decided to buy a Squier Deluxe Strat, cups and hardware and whatever else. But after going through the process of changing the tuners and the trem system and the switch and a few other bits and bobs and owning it for about maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I saw that Reverend were selling a Pete Anderson, or they do a Pete Anderson sort of Strat Telly hybrid type guitar. So, well, I'll get rid of this Strat, sell it, and order the Reverend, which I duly did.
Yeah, it was a quick turnaround.
It was actually Si on the Fret Talk group that actually bought that Strat.
Yeah,
For the bargain price. I think it was 220 quid.
he's yet to come onto this this podcast, but we need to get him on, because
I know,
he
should get him on sometime.
he's got stories. But it was one of the most miraculous turnarounds.
It's one of my quickest turnarounds, to be fair.
Yeah, because
But I've done a few quicker than that, but it is one of the quicker ones.
yeah, I think way back when the
Not
Italia
the
was quite
broadcast,
quick.
was it?
Oh, the broadcast.
Yeah, I'm sure I've done one after a couple of days before. I don't remember what it was because there's been that many, but I'm sure I have had something for a couple of days before, and then I've just went to end by this. I don't like it anymore.
Yeah. So just for our listeners, what Squier Strat was this? Because it
was a Squier Deluxe Strat. What it was actually the last one in the UK, I think, in that colour. It was a Daphne. It was nice. It was a Daphne Blue Strat.
Yeah.
Maple board. It was like 350 quid. So when I bought it with the full intention of changing the pickups and stuff, and actually added the mid boost circuit.
Yeah.
Use custom shop, obviously. But I never got that far before deciding to sell it.
Yeah.
And ordering the Reverend Pete Anderson, which is a really, really nice guitar.
It is. We can talk about some of the specs of that just in a sec, but
Yeah.
just before any of that, who the hell is Pete Anderson?
I wondered the same thing, to be honest. As far as I know, I don't actually know. I think he plays as like a solo act. And
right.
he has a band as well. I think he's maybe like a sort of country type artist or something.
I think country blues, I think.
Yeah, something like that. He's American anyway. I looked him up on YouTube just to find out who he was, because I thought I better know who this guy is in case somebody asked me to tell him I've got a Pete Anderson guitar.
Wouldn't it just
but
be
yeah.
cooler though if you were just rocking a Pete Anderson and they go, yeah, well, who's Pete Anderson? You say, I don't care who that guy
I
is.
don't know. Yeah, it was a cool guitar. I mean, they make a sort of telly type version, and then the one that I bought is like a sort of hybrid Telecaster Strat.
Yeah,
So what attracted me was the fact that it had the element of a Strat, which is a neck and pickup, and it's got the bridge pickup for a Telecaster.
Yeah, so
and
has it got the whole Telecaster bridge? So the steel.
No. Well, the telly style one has got a Telecaster bridge, but
Yeah.
mine's has got the Wilkinson trim. It's actually the same Wilkinson trim that I'd put onto the Strat that I just bought.
The irony.
It's the exact same trim system
Yeah.
that's on the Reverend. So yeah.
So I mean, at least
But,
one
yeah,
in,
I
one
like
out
that.
is in his
And
place.
Also what I liked about it as well was the fact that the fretboard on it is a compound radius.
Oh,
So I think it goes from 10 to 14, I think it is.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that was something that attracted me as well. And also just the normal Reverend specs, the lock-in tuners and the satin finish and
Yeah.
just the overall coolness of Reverend guitars.
I like the idea of a compound radius because it allows cable cords at the one end and Yngwie Malmsteen at the other, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, because I was looking also at one of the new Japanese Telecasters,
Yeah.
but it was like the radius was like 7.25, and that just put me straight off right away.
Yeah,
It's
I
not good.
can't deal with that either. I mean, because otherwise the Japanese tellies, the double bound ones, they are to die for. But it's that radius.
It's a white one I've got because I used to have the Squire Classic Vibe one, which was limited at the time, I think it was anyway, and that was white with the black binding as well. And I sold it. Another thing that I've sold, and I always regretted that one as well. And that's when I seen that Japanese one. I thought,
yeah,
right, I'll get that. And then when I saw the radius of the neck, I was like, oh, forget
no,
it.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Language.
That is the pot right there. Saying kettle. Yeah. Don't think I can finish that one, can I?
Whether you were going to or not.
Yep. So.
But those FSR tellies are really nice. The Paisley ones.
Yeah.
I played the blue Paisley.
Yeah, because there's a blue,
pink
blue and a
Paisley.
pink.
Yeah.
The blue Paisley's good.
Is the blue one not floral? It's
Yeah, but it's flory Paisley, you know,
yeah.
messed up jock sort of colour, you know. But I couldn't find myself to pick up the pink.
Yeah.
Why not? It's awesome.
Horrible thing. If you worked the pubs and clubs around my place, around where I live, and turned up with a pink guitar,
People will talk, won't they?
you wouldn't.
I've had many a thing said about me whilst playing gay bar on my pink sparkly Strat, and I really don't care.
I can only imagine. But hey, man, you show them. Stand tall, stand proud. So, Chris, I mean, if it were just a Squire Strat that you had bought, you wouldn't be living up to your name, would you? So let's have a look.
Well, there is a few other things since the last time I was on anyway. Just before Christmas there, in fact it was November, when we were down at Steve's place, and we went to Peach, I tried an Orange Rocker 32.
You did?
I didn't actually expect to like it very much, to be honest. But when I tried it in the sort of demo room they've got there, I really liked it, and I thought, right, I'm going to get one of these. I'll get rid of the other Vox AC15.
Yeah, because you're
I'll get the Rocker 32.
Yeah.
Pair that with the Vox AC15, and the thinking behind it was that I can then run my stereo modulations through the Rocker 32 because it's got a stereo effects loop.
Yeah, so you almost got like a wet, dry, wet kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's the way I like to run it anyway. Even no matter what 2 amps I've got, I always tend to run the modulation through one amp and leave the other one dry because I just think you get more clarity that way.
Yeah.
So I've been using that for the past few months, but I've been finding when I'm playing live at gigs and that it's just got a bit too much sort of low-end thump. Playing with the Rocker 32 is that it doesn't have an EQ on the clean channel.
Yeah.
It's just this one flat sound. And for
Okay.
me, it's just got a bit too much bass. And I've been trying everything with pedals and stuff to try and sort of EQ at that low end, but it's still got too much thump to it. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's maybe the fact that it's a 210s that are in there as well. I don't know if it's just too much with that and the Vox at the same time.
Yeah.
But I've persevered. It's a good amp in isolation when you listen to it. But along with the Vox as well, it's just too much. So I decided to sell that as well, which I've not actually sold yet. Sell it. So that's another few £100 a loss as
Yeah.
well.
So that's like 2-3 months, is it now that you've had that?
But 3 months. 3 months I've had that. Well, in fact, no, wait, November. 3 months.
Yeah.
That's vintage in
That's
your
not too
way.
bad.
Yeah.
Vintage.
It is. Yeah.
It's vintage in my book, definitely. So anyway, I'm selling that, and I've just bought a PV Classic 30, which I was playing just before we started talking here, and it's superb.
Yeah.
But how long that'll last, I don't know.
Well, my mate's already got dibs on it when it does go. So, yeah, you're a complete bastard because I mean I had my eye on the Classic 30, didn't I?
Yeah.
And fingers crossed we might have a reappearance of that soon. But
Good.
yeah, I've got to cross everything, touch wood, all of that superstitious mumbo jumbo, because it's still not happened yet. But come on.
Well, I'll tell you what, it totally kicks the arse off a Blues Junior anyway, that's for sure.
Yeah, well,
I've had a few Blues Juniors in the past, and I know a lot of people rave about them, but I've had 3 different ones with different speakers in it, and each one has been shit. So, but the Classic 30 is really impressive.
yeah.
So let's see how long it lasts.
Considering how cheap you can get them for as well,
Yeah, definitely.
they are an absolute kind of sleeper, aren't they? It's just
Yeah. I mean, well, I paid $395 for that there, which I thought was probably slightly overpriced compared to some of the second-hand prices I've seen.
yeah,
But I sort of complained a wee bit about that and managed to get £25 back, so it's better than nothing.
yeah. 25
So
quid.
370.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
£370 I got.
it's not a terrible price, and considering you're buying it from a shop.
I was being picky. I mean, because I'm getting 3 months warranty with it as well.
Oh right.
Which you wouldn't get with a private sale.
Yeah.
But I still felt as if I paid a wee bit too much, so I kind of complained a wee bit because the Tolex is slightly peeling inside, which is, I mean, it doesn't matter really. But I used that and says, well, you never said that in the description. And they said, okay, we'll give you £25 back if you want to keep it. Says that'll do me. So,
Cha-ching.
yeah.
Take that to the pub right there. So yeah, I mean,
that was my other purchase. And
you've had a couple of pedals as well. You've had a couple of pedals. You've had a little foray into the EHX catalogue, haven't you?
Oh yeah, the op amp Big Muff. I bought that recently as well, and that is really, really good. I'm really impressed with that. I mean, I've had a few muffs in the past as well.
I'll bet you have, you dirty bastard.
Yay!
I had the Hoof Reaper for a while there, which is a great pedal. It was really expensive as well.
Yeah.
But Big Muff, and it only been £75 as well. I thought, well, I'll have a punt on that because it sounds pretty good, and it's really impressive. It's probably one of the best muffs that I've had, or one of the best fuzzies that I've had.
There's no way of navigating this without getting the chorus of the boys, is there?
But yeah, that's a great pedal.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. And the other pedal that I got is the Tony Iommi treble booster, full boost stroke treble booster pedal.
Yeah, Black Country Customs, isn't it?
Which was, Black Country Customs, which I think is owned by
Laney.
Yeah. Is it Laney?
Yeah.
Laney, yeah. I think initially when they made that pedal, they made it just for that amplifier, or I think you got it just with that amplifier. It was something like that anyway. and people were so impressed with it that they said that it should be out in sort of general sale or whatever. So I was just in Guitar one day, and I was just looking about at boosters and different pedals, and I saw it. And I've tried a lot of different treble boosters in the past and never been really sort of been hot or cold. You know, some are good, some are not so good. So I said, let me try it, and I tried it through an AC15, and I said, yeah, I'll take that, and I've had that ever since. And that's a good pedal. I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, I mean, notoriously, treble boosters through AC amps are a specific sound, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, it depends how you use them, you know, because some of the other treble boosters I bought in the past are designed to be put in front of an AC15 or an AC30 that's up full, and that's when it sounds really good. See, trying to get a treble booster that sounds good maybe in front of other pedals, pushing other pedals, or that will sound good when the amp is no sort of cooking, you know, it's harder to find one like that. But this is really good because it's not just some of the other treble boosters as well. It's just sort of one sound and then a sort of boost knob, and that's it. Whereas with this, you can sort of EQ it. You've got a low end and a high end, and you've got a mid boost switch and a lower mid boost switch and things like that. So you sort of tailor it a bit better. And
So
it works really well.
It almost sounds like an EQ style rather than just.
It almost is kind of like that, to be honest. But I'm happy with it, and plus it was only 125 quid, which is pretty decent, I thought.
I could build you one for less.
I think you did one recently, didn't you? A boost pedal.
I did, yeah. Matt's got my boost pedal. I think
what was it? Hard on or something like that? Was it balls or something?
Matt's just gone to grab it. No, it was called the one knob boost.
The one knob boost.
It was more subtle than that.
The Viagra boost.
Yeah, what was it called? The dick and balls, the stiffy. But
I knew it was something like that. I just remembered there was like a dick on it, you know. So
It's quite memorable, to be fair.
Yeah. So yeah, the cat's out the bag on that one, isn't it? But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I've only heard good things about these Black Country Custom pedals. I don't think I've seen them in the shops around me, which is ironic considering I live in and around the Black Country. But I'm very very enthusiastic to get my hands on one of those Black Country Custom pedals.
Yeah. I know Ollie was mentioned in the group one time as well. He was quite interested in trying one as well.
He was, and then he went to the dark side of the Kemper, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, poor lad. I'm sure we'll get him back one day.
That's like bringing an A-bomb to a knife fight, isn't it?
Indeed, yeah, it's there somewhat. So, I mean, we're pretty far into the podcast already, but I've got some stuff that I need to talk about, that I need to get off my chest. It seems like this is like a weekly therapy for me. This is, to be honest, more than anything. If we could record it and let people listen, fine. But I just need it to let my. It's like confession, isn't it? So something that I did mention that we'd talk about last week, but we ran out of time. The gig that I did 2 weeks ago now, I played my Variax Standard 4, and I wanted to kind of give a brief overview of the Variax and how it felt more than anything. Because you can go on YouTube and check out sound demos, and it's brilliant. There's very little difference when you hear a recorded version against a real guitar and blah blah blah. It sounds cool. There's a reason why they sell, because you've got like 40 odd instruments in one instrument, all good and well. I wanted to talk about how it feels for a guitarist. and I was talking with Mick about this just before the podcast, and how it gets you like 90% of the way there. So when you're playing the strat models on it, you will play like it sounds like a strat. You'll play stratty things, and when it's a Les Paul, you'll play Les Paul-y things. You'll slightly be a bit more rocky and whatnot. However, I don't know if this is me just being nitpicky or getting like super kind of technical nerdy about it. But the guitar seems to lack what I can only describe as like harmonic overtones of the notes. So when you're playing like a Les Paul and you've got it going through a really loud amp, there's a harmonic content that really kind of almost jumps out without you even trying. So you can hit those kind of squealy harmonics, or you can get that like super rich harmonic feedback. And I was just getting none of that through the Variax. So like
Does it just sound a bit sort of sterile?
Yeah, almost. It sounds like they've modelled the note itself, but
Yeah.
the kind of the additional extra, the flavour of a loud amp, where you get these weird kind of almost unpredictable overtones.
Yeah, so the sort of fundamentals there, but everything else is gone.
Yeah, almost exactly that.
Can I just ask, do you think that that's possibly because you were using a solid state and not a valve amp?
No, because I've tried this through valve amps before as well.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to double check.
No, completely valid question, completely. I mean, I was using a Mojo, so I mean that would just completely get rid of any discrepancies in tone, because they are, as we know, the most magical pedal.
What was that? The Crowther Audio Hotcake is the most magical pedal.
No, that's going now. That's going.
Poor decision.
I know, but I want a PV. So,
yeah, okay, yeah, I'd take the PV.
So yeah, I mean, out of the Variax, you almost discount the banjo and the resonator and all these ones because they're novelty for the sake of them being there. There's probably about 10 solid models on there, which I would rely on night after night. The Strat is one of them, the Telly's one of them, the Les Paul, the 335 as well. They all sound like 90% of the way there. And I'd happily, 90% is good enough for me to go up on a stage and play it and kind of fool the audience. Like, the audience wouldn't care less.
They won't care anyway.
No, as long as I'm playing the right notes or thereabout.
Yeah.
They won't care anyway.
They don't care.
Yeah, even if they were listening to it and were being nitpicky, I don't think they'd notice, because it does.
The other guitarist from. Sorry, on you go, Adam.
Yeah, no, carry on.
No, I was just going to say the other guitarist in the band that I play in, he uses a Variax for some songs, for some acoustic stuff and things like that, and it actually works really well.
Yeah,
and it sounds pretty good.
The acoustic models are one of the ones that I nitpick a little bit, and especially the 12-string acoustic models. I think that's really like one of the ones where you can really hear the processing of the notes. And when you do certain things on the 12-string that you probably shouldn't be doing, like ridiculous arpeggios and shred, then it doesn't stand up. It doesn't track well enough to keep up with that.
Yeah, but neither would a 12-string. You can't shred on a 12-string, so it's just...
You don't know, man. You in there.
It's reacting like a 12-string would. It's going, that's not fucking right. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, it just stops. Yeah, wrong.
You see this phenomenon as sorry to interrupt, but
no, carry on.
Because I've wondered, because a few of the guys here and in the group that we're in play in live bands in different situations, like weddings and all this kind of stuff. And this is what I kind of wonder, because I mean, say Chris, sorry to pick on Chris again, but you buy and sell like a shed load of kind of high-endy kind of gear.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, so you got like, for example, you got the DD500s,
Yeah.
boss, and then other bits and bobs, and then so how much of that? Because as you just said, like with the Variacs, with Adam, like you're 90% the way they are, 95% the way they were sound, and the other people who are there who are listening aren't really going to notice, as you say.
Yeah.
So then, if you're gigging in pubs and clubs and all this kind of stuff, where does that need for having like I need a £500 delay pedal? Because I'm going to know the difference.
You don't.
Navy's going to know the difference.
No.
I'm going to know the difference. So that's the kind of thing. So it's where that mindset kind of is with kind of amateur, professional gigging musicians. Like, where does that mindset? Like, I need a $3,000 Les Paul and a £500 pedal.
It's not need though. It's not need.
No,
It's
no.
one. It's your hobby to spend your money on.
Yeah. It's like for when I'm going gigging and that, I'm dragging 2 amps with me every single time and a big heavy pedal board, right?
Yeah.
I don't really need to do that. I'm doing that for me.
Yeah.
I could actually go to every gig and use like one of those cheap floor pods and plug through into the desk and play, and that would be good enough for everybody there listening.
Yeah.
But I've just got all that stuff for me.
Yeah. It's about
So
that
it's
10%,
really,
isn't it?
it?
That 10% is the feel, and you don't get that feel through the pod. You won't get that feel through.
No.
Let's just pick on the Boss Katana here. Through the effects
I'll
of
take
a
that
Boss
on Boss
Katana.
Katana.
Yeah. So you won't get that feel. Whereas you could turn up to a show with a Variax and a pod.
Yeah.
But if you don't like the feel of the Variax, like how it plays to start off with, you're not going to be playing to your best. And part of
Definitely. You need. Yeah. That's a good point, actually, Adam. You do need to enjoy the sound yourself as well. You need to be happy with it, because recently when I was gigging, like I was saying about the Orange amp and too much thump and too much bass, the last gig I was playing, it was annoying me so much that it was actually putting me off.
Yeah.
I'm actually playing it. I wasn't relaxed playing because I was constantly tweaking the amp and trying to tweak pedals to get it to sound how I wanted it to sound. And the other guys in the band are saying to me, that sounds fine. And obviously the audience probably weren't giving a shit, but it was annoying me.
Yeah, especially by like midway in the night, they're all half cut anyway.
I think that's what it was, isn't it? Because essentially you're going to be playing for a room of pissed up people.
Yeah.
And it's like, this could sound like anything at this point in time, as long as you're playing
Yeah.
fucking Proclaimers or something, where everyone's jumping up and down.
Yeah.
It actually matters.
See the big see the big giveaway that they don't care is when they come up at the end of the night and you've had a shit night and you've made loads of mistakes and they go, that was great, by the way, that was superb, you
Yeah.
played so good, and you're going, right, okay.
Yeah, you've definitely had too much.
What, in a pub in Scotland? I don't believe you.
No, they've got a 2-drink limit, haven't they?
It's a 4-pint minimum, I think.
Of course. So yeah, I mean it's a brilliant kind of thing that you brought up there, that last 10%. And it doesn't necessarily need to be the last 10%, because like you say, you could turn up with a pod from 15 years ago and you'd be getting kind of 50% of the way there. But the audience would be fine with it. Like you say, you'd still get people coming up to you at the end of the show going, oh, that was amazing, you played this song and it made my night.
Because we're interested in it and you want. I mean, you'll notice the difference between 3 different delay pedals, whereas people who. I mean, same thing. I think with classic cars and all this kind of stuff. There'll be nuances that you rec. So I guess it's just like any hobby. If you spend a lot of time around it, you will appreciate the differences, like the subtle differences between things. So
yeah,
I guess I should have probably guessed that, being a semi-guitar player, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you'll get the one guy who in the audience who who plays guitar also, and he'll be just like, yes, that delay sound absolutely nails it. But for like the other 99% of the audience, it'll just be completely lost. So yeah, I think one other thing that I've done this week, not a continuation from last week. I happened to go to a guitar shop over the weekend, coerced by my good friend Adam Yeomans. He forced me to try a guitar. It was almost knife point, yeah. And the guitar was incredibly beautiful, so I ended up buying it. This guitar, I can't even remember what it's called, but it's a Vox guitar, and it's a bit of a strange one. It's got P90 pickups, but they also have got 2 blade magnets on the outside of the P90 pickup, and a switch that allows you to switch between the 2 modes, which is just amazing. And as far as I'm aware, the P90 mode is humbucking as well, so that's an added bonus. But it sounded absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
What kind of black magic is in there to make the P90s humbucking as well?
I don't know. It's maybe voodoo, maybe like ritual sacrifices. I don't know. You'd have to ask the guys over at Vox.
Did you say it's got magnets on the outside as well?
Yeah. So if you look at the pickup itself, it's visible that you've got like the P90 pickup pole pieces in the middle, but around the outside you've got 2 bar magnets as well.
It's maybe we're having them then that makes it hum cancelling then, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I think anyway. Because I know Reverend do a P90 model.
Yeah.
And theirs is hum cancelling, and the way they do it, they've got like you've got like 3 pole pieces, I think it is, on one side.
Yeah.
For the top 3 strings, and then the magnet for the bottom 3 strings is sort of on the other side.
Yeah.
And somehow they make it hum cancelling that way. So I'm guessing it's something similar to that they've done in the Vox with that.
Yeah.
It's magic.
I'm not going to pretend that I am a tone doctor and that I understand any of this. But I was having like a mad kind of like a guitar itch for something with P90s. So this scratches that itch, and something that's kind of SG Junior style.
Yeah, it looks a bit like an SG, doesn't it?
Yeah. But it's more comfortable. There's a cutout for the neck up at the dusty end of the guitar, so that it's got like a nice access up that end.
Did you get any neck dive?
No. The strap pin is on the top horn. They've done it in a really clever way so that it doesn't dive. And it's also got a belly cut, which I am insanely grateful for in my 30s.
That should be standard on everything these days.
Yeah.
Do you want a gym membership or a belly cut? I want a belly cut.
That's it, yeah.
You can give me a gym membership all you want, but I'm not fucking going.
So yeah, that is my my week. Oh, just as an aside as well, the absolute bastards at the guitar shop happened to plug me into a Blackstar Artist 10, one of the new 10-watt combos, and the Artist series is supposed to be renowned for being like a beautiful pedal platform, and it sounded bloody amazing.
Are they the replacements for the ID Core series?
No, these are
the
Valve.
version of that, no?
They're
Oh right, the Valve. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
So you've got 3 in the Valve kind of series. You've got the HT series, which were based on the HT pedals, and they kind of go from like 1 watt all the way up to 100 watts.
I've got 1 watt. Great little practice amp.
Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it?
Yep.
I mean, I happen to have a few in that range. I've got the 1, the 5, and the 40.
Yeah, I had the 5 before, and it was actually quite a good amp.
Yeah.
So you had it more than a fortnight.
What's that, Mike?
Yeah, it was a good amp, so you had it for longer than a
Yeah, I
fortnight.
think I had it for maybe about 6 months or something like that.
Wow.
Bloody hell.
No,
I mean, that's almost reaching legendary status over at Demo Labs, isn't it? So yeah, there's that series. You've got the Artisan series as well, which are like the hand wired British made, like dog's bollocks ones. And then about 2 years ago, they brought out the Artist series, which is essentially like a clean pedal platform. I believe they drive as well, but they're not made for drive. They're made for being like a good, solid, dependable, clean platform for your pedals.
and is that a 1B12, Adam?
Yes, I believe it was. Yeah, it was either a 110 or a 112, but it was fucking awesome. It's so good. Yeah, I mean they released three 10-watt amps at the end of last year. It's like a special edition limited run. An Artisan 10, an Artist 10, and I can't remember what the other one was, but who cares? I got to play one of the Artist 10s, and they're fucking awesome. So, yeah,
Well done.
if this PV thing falls through, yep. Anyway, so we've got a bit of a meaty topic this week, haven't we? There is something going on in the guitar community that is shaking the community so much that actually the mainstream media are talking about it. The Big G.
What's that?
It's the Big G, Mick Gibson.
All right.
So, in fact, Mick, you know a little bit about this, don't you? So, what's been going on with Gibson this week?
Well, what's happened is that it would appear through that Gibson is not just one company; it's bought up a load of subsidiaries in different markets, and I think I thought it was the headphone thing that's gone completely tits up.
Yeah, so
Philips. Philips, was it Philips they bought?
parts of Philips, yeah.
Yeah,
But
Philips is bigger than Gibson.
essentially, as an overview, lots of media outlets this week have been posting up that Gibson are facing bankruptcy because they have a large debt over their head and a very short time in which to pay that debt. So, as Mick said, it's more towards them acquiring quite a few companies. I mean, they did some headphone stuff. They did like Pro Audio stuff. They've got something to do with KRK monitors, and there's all these kind of offshoots of Gibson that aren't doing so well. But the way that the media have been kind of putting it across is that the guitar company may be no more.
Yeah,
And I think that's a little bit strong. I think the guitar company might, or the company of Gibson as a whole might go into liquidation.
Yeah,
But the guitar division is profitable, so there's no way when the company goes into liquidation, somebody isn't going to go in and just buy the guitar division and say, we'll take all of your patents for Les Pauls and SGs and the headstock that you've got and the brand name. They'll come in and they'll take that and they'll just run with it because the guitar department is still profitable.
yeah,
They might leave KRK and Philips and whatever else the other brands are, but I don't think the guitar side is going to die. But it might come under another brand. You might see somebody like Court or somebody who's a totally obscure sort of company come in, and it'll be Gibson by somebody else.
yeah. I mean, there was lots of memes going around on the guitar community this week, like Disney by Gibson, Gibson by Court, all these kind of things. But there might be some truth behind it. If Gibson have got a large debt and they need to pay it, it might be that certain parts of their company are being pawned off, essentially.
So basically, if you want to know exactly what they've got to do, basically, in July this year, they've got £375 million worth of what's called senior secured notes. They're like government bonds only for entities. And they've basically got to raise $145 million to buy off some of that payment by July. So that's their task, is $145 million by July against this senior secured notes that are going to mature.
So
it's probably one joke back on the massive special, isn't it?
So yeah, I mean that's it seems like a great deal, but they've got plans, haven't they? I mean, this week they've officially announced the modern Flying V, so fingers crossed.
Everything's sorted now then.
Yeah, should be raking in that cash. So for those,
they've got those 18 van custom shops as well.
That's true.
so let's have a talk about them. Modern Flying V, what's all that about?
It's a Star Trek badge with a neck. That's what it is.
Yeah. I quite like it.
So yeah, it is essentially a Star Trek badge with a neck. Yeah.
If they release it in pink, you'll definitely get your head beat up around here.
Did you see the things that they released are like Les Pauls, but they're like two different colours, and it's like in a sort of split sort of.
Yeah,
the 18 van.
Yeah, it's the 18 ones, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they call them the 18 vans, do they?
The boogie customs are called.
The Boogie Customs. Well, as long as it's...
Yeah.
I
Only
mean,
like $5,500.
Piece of piss, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, just sign me up for two. Yeah.
Steve Burrows will get 4 then.
Yes. He'll decorate his kitchen with them or something.
That's it. Yeah. I'm in the collector's items now. So those custom shop van Les Pauls, Boogie Shop vans. They're quite an expensive guitar, but they're coming up with some new pickups, aren't they? The 78 Customs or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, I mean, they're at least speccing them out different rather than just putting a lick of paint on them and saying, yeah, people will buy these.
Yeah, I'm going to confess now. All I saw was the paint job and the price tag.
Yeah. Me too. I didn't do much research into them because I thought this is not for me. But what do you reckon? Do you reckon like bold moves like the Modern Flying V and this weird kind of Sex Pest van finish? Do you think that's gonna pull Gibson out of this funk, or?
Nope.
Being the international business strategist that I am, thinks that just make 4 models and have like 3 colours and just price them a little bit lower. There's no need to have 50 finishes on a Les Paul standard or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
We like 5.
There's too much of everything. Like stop. Just make the core well.
Yeah.
And they'll sell. Everyone's going to buy them. If it's like if it's a $2,000 standard, they'll fly off the shelves. If you make
they will.
like a grand Les Paul Studio, they'll fly off the shelves. It's just simple, you know what I mean? And I don't understand why it's just all these things every time. It's like the 2018 release, and it's like 4 pages long, and nobody gives a shit, and they're too expensive. Just rein it in, and everything will kind of start to sort itself out. That's what I think.
You say that, but I'll go back to my earlier statement. The guitar department is profitable. They're not losing money the way that they're running the guitars. And that's all they're seeing. They're seeing the fact that they are in profit with the guitars, so what they're doing must be right in their heads, whereas they need to sort out the other divisions. I'm not
Gibson.
sure that what they're doing. I think you're right. If they did streamline things, they would probably make more profit.
Yeah.
But I don't think they see it like that. I think they see, oh, we're in profit. We're obviously doing the right thing.
Yeah, but I mean, the economy of scale involved with consolidating the brand would make them more money, without doubt. But they are trying to necessarily catch up, but do something different to Fender, aren't they? That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
Is trying to make themselves that much different to Fender.
Yeah.
And it may end up being a divisive move,
Yeah.
I think I've said it.
They might.
I've said it on here before. Like with Fender, they do a very decent job with some very individual brands. Like you got your Charvels, you got your Jacksons, you got your Fender. They all serve a purpose to a fairly broad amount of people, and they're doing them well.
Yes.
And and they do custom shop stuff that looks like a cowboy hat or a fucking saloon door or whatever they end up doing. But they're ones off, like the one-offs. They're like they don't make entire lines of these.
Yeah.
Van coloured $5,000 instruments. It's like there is lessons to be learned from Fender, but they don't seem to be doing it. But as Matt says, they're still making money, so what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they've got Gibson on the headstock, they will make money.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, there are quite a few ways in which Gibson could go. I think one thing is unanimous, that I don't think anybody truly wants to see them disappear, even though it's not really an option at the moment. I don't think anyone does want to see them disappear.
No.
There was one thing that
Mason.
yeah, our Paul, bless him. We do miss you, lad. We'll have you back on. I watched a video this week, which was a couple of weeks old. Glenn Fricker of Spectre Sound Studios talking about the modern Flying V, actually. And some of the points that he made, he was saying how like certain companies are going in like Roasted Maple and Fan Frets and all these kind of modern appointments, and that you're just not seeing that on Gibsons, and that if they want themselves to stay relevant, that's where they should be heading.
I mean, you say that, but then when they do try and do something a bit out of the ordinary, everyone loses their mind. Like they put a tuner on the back of the headstock, which essentially makes your life easier, and then all the purists started losing their lunch over it. Like, I don't want this robot garbage on my headstock. I want non-locking tuners that don't stay in tune too well, and I don't want anything different. So they're always going to come up against one thing or the other. It's like innovate. You innovate. This sucks. Why doesn't it feel like a 59 Les Paul?
That's the thing for companies like Gibson, though. They're constrained by their heritage.
Yeah.
So because of the history and what the guitars have always been like, then they're reined in by that, and people don't want it to change.
Yeah.
And they're trying to be innovative and put on these things that are supposed to make life easier, and people are just like, no, I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Larry, in America, they're called a heritage brand, and that's what they want to make. And when they try something new, they try something outrageously new.
Yeah.
And their loyal customers, bemoan, holy cow,
No, the biggest mistake they made with the tuners thing was the fact that they just implemented it in all the guitars. And I don't know if that was down to cost or something in their part. It was easier to do that, but they probably should have done it just in selected lines maybe, and gave you the option either having the normal tuners or the automatic.
But that's what they now do.
Yeah,
that's what they now do. They did it for a year, forced you to have it, realised that wasn't what people wanted, and the following year they split it between the traditional and the high performance on every model.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good move then, I think.
Yeah. Well done, Gibson. There is some business sense.
One positive thing about them.
Well, just so you remember, they're American and therefore not very bright.
That's those listeners going.
That's
That's that leech done.
Hang on. I've got to do a disclaimer here, haven't I?
Swift delete.
The views of Mick Dodd do not necessarily reflect the views of the Fret Talk podcast.
Even though they do.
Yeah.
Shut
I lived in America for 2 years. They loved
Don't
me.
dig a deeper hole, Mick. Just leave it.
Oh,
Don't dig
man.
a hole, build a wall.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yeah, so I think that's where we'll leave it with Gibson for this week. I'm just going to... We're going to do our final topic. This is in a little bit of a response to our rant. Well, I'll say ours, Matt's rant last week about music being dead. So this week saw the Brit Awards, which for the last probably about 10 years has been largely useless and
The Ed Sheeran show.
yeah, it's been not. I don't know. It's just lacked any impact. However, I decided to watch it this week, based on the fact that we were saying music is dead, just to see what's going on. And there was that Stormzy fellow. He was
Dizzy Rascal's younger brother.
well, yeah. I mean,
He's a big mother.
in more ways than one. In more ways than
Music
one.
industry, yes, he is.
He's quite a titan. I mean, he mopped up at the Brit Awards last night. He won best male artist and best album, I think. However, as you did say, Matt, the music itself is very kind of rooted in old school rap, and I'm saying Dizzy Rascal is old school. Yeah, so in terms of like listening to that, grime doesn't appear to me to be a new genre. It just seems to be a subset of established genres. However, one thing that did strike me while listening to some of the lyrics that this man was kind of putting across is that actually this guy is the modern day punk movement.
Well,
Is he? What's he saying?
There was some political mention, and I don't think we'll get into it there. I will suggest that you look up the Brit Awards end performance by Stormzy last night.
Right, okay.
was that your ass?
It was, yes, it was. So yeah, I'd urge you to go on YouTube or whatever and go listen to that, because there's a political element that I don't think I've heard it in music for a while.
I will certainly do that.
Stormzy's Jeremy Corbyn's mate. You know,
Yeah.
but no, he's got a political element, and you know, he is talking to the youth, which can't be a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it goes beyond kind of just a general chit chat with the youth, and more kind of arming them with political opinion and the impetus to want to change things.
Yeah.
It's very localized to kind of what's going on in South London.
South.
South.
You didn't say that right.
The South.
All right.
Yeah. The south of London. But just listening to that performance last night, kind of it excited me, because it almost seemed like there's a change in the wind of the musical climate, and that something new is happening, and something more meaningful is happening with modern music.
Yeah. I think the term grime was brought in to distinguish, the British scene from the Yankee shite, and it's sort of like I'm obviously too old to enjoy that sort of thing, but he seems to be a geezer on a mission.
Yes.
So, and that's good. He's not trying to be pop; he's trying to be him.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
And sorry,
I think sorry. We obviously had this conversation in regards to last week about the Reading Festival, which was always very much of a musical type. It was always kind of rock, pop, punk, grungy kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then
jazz.
Sorry, I'm going back further than I perhaps recall. But it's obviously. I mean, it's the Brits, the charts, the streams, downloads, the YouTube views. It's all a business, and I think that there's obviously merit to classic acts, and people will find them, and people will get turned on to them by different people. Kids will get turned on to AC/DCs and Led Zepps, and they'll love them forever, like everyone kind of has. Yeah. But there's not much of a recognisable theme there for people to kind of grab onto. The way that perhaps for young folk now in different situations, like Stormzy and the rest of the folk actually is. So I think that's kind of where we are. Like what we like. Like I don't like that Reading lineup. I'm not going to bother to go and see it. But I'm not going to say that music is dead. Perhaps the music that we like has gone a bit stale, and it isn't top of the charts, and it's not top of everyone's mind, and it's not saying things to people now that it maybe could do. I don't think, obviously music isn't dead, it's just changed, and it's a business now. It is more of a business, and it seems to be all about the numbers and the stats now. Yeah. So that's why you're going to get people with it.
Is that then not killing music and creating this noise machine that has come in its place, where we've now got, generic, short, white, blonde girl who's quite skinny producing a pop song or two for 2 years and then disappearing for the rest of the time?
There's no way to talk about Adam. What?
He tried his best with that Purple Rain cover, right? Leave him alone.
It's not really music anymore, is it? In the sense of music was always about conveying your emotions to somebody. Now we've got what somebody in a business suit thinks is going to sell to the masses.
I don't think it was always about that.
Can we not? Okay.
There was always plenty of pish about to counteract the good music.
But I think we need to start differentiating and saying that there is two different. There is music and there is this other stuff.
It's still music.
More and more the world. No, it's not though. It's not.
You can't say, Matt. You can't say that. In its bones, it's still music. But the thing is, like, if you want something that's going to speak to you, it's still around. Like in Bristol, I guess it might be a bit easier down here, but there's shit tons of live music. There's young, exciting bands that are floating about. I've been to see a few of them. They're there. It's just the landscape has changed, and it's a lot more DIY. If you're going to have to build up your Twitter and your Instagram and your Facebook to get noticed, it's just the way it is. But then some stuff, there's just money in it. There's money in some stuff, and that's what gets prevalence, and that's what you're going to hear on Radio 1 and whatever. I don't say Radio 1. I don't know why anyone would, but that's what you're going to hear. Yeah. It's just, you've always had the populist level, and you've always had the other level, and then the populist level is just changed. It's just different. And there's no great white. I say great white. I shouldn't say that. There's no great guitar hopes in the horizon just now. This isn't. I mean, you've maybe one newish band who is a 4-piece guitar, bass, and drum band now. I can't name you one. I'm thinking, but I can't. That's going to take the world by storm. It's taking a back seat just now.
Yeah,
maybe back in the future, but it might just be like this for a while. But it is still music, and it still has validity to some people. And it still means things to people. It's just doesn't mean anything.
But I mean, it's just reflective. The business model's changed, doesn't it? There's no money in selling records anymore. It's downloads, and you get your 0.005 of a penny for Spotify download.
Yeah.
And so, is there any point in making albums anymore? And and to make an album, people used to think about things and put in great, to make sure that there's 60 minutes worth, but they don't do that now.
Yes.
Because they know that they can make a year's earning on one track.
Yeah, true.
So it's
there's definitely
you do wonder. Yeah.
It isn't what it used to be, and there's it's almost like the certainty behind that has shifted, and we're not quite where it at the end point yet. So it's almost like we're in a shift.
I thought I didn't see it last night, but the Rag and Bone Man geezer, I think is a great talent.
Yeah.
Now, will he last? Longer than the difficult second album?
We will have to see.
I don't know.
Well, because the Human track is excellent.
Yeah.
And
It is, but could you name another one of his songs?
Human Rhythm.
The 12-inch version particularly well.
I'm always hearing that, to be honest. I think we're gonna wrap it up there for this evening. This is a discussion that we're gonna keep having because it is so kind of key to everything that we do.
One quick thing just before you do.
You've got 10 seconds, Matt.
I had a look at the winners from last night's Brit Awards, and again, it's the same with the Reading and Leeds lineup. You've got a lot of modern stuff, and then you've got the Gorillaz, who I think of as like a mid-2000s band, and the Foo Fighters, who I think of as a mid-2000s band, and everyone else is this modern stuff. But you've still got that mid-2000s coming in for no apparent reason. Across everything, and I don't know, like, is there some sort of revival that I'm not aware of? Like 2006 has come back to the present.
That's it, yeah. It's cyclic, isn't it? But anyway,
simple fucking mind. That's all I'm saying.
Like I say, it's where we're going to wrap it up for this week. We will continue this one on in future episodes. I think we've lost Chris on the journey, so we'll just have to send Chris's goodbyes remotely. If you do want to find us on the interwebs, you go Fret Talk Podcast in the Facebook groups. We are all on there. We all post things. It's all good. Say hello. If you want to catch me, Budget Pedal Chap, at Facebook, Budget Pedal Chap, Instagram, you go on YouTube, Budget Pedal Chap, you'll find me. If you want to find Matt, you go facebook.com/switchiom, and both Paul and Mick are quite elusive. I think Vitamin P on Instagram is for Paul. Mick, you are Tighthead68, is it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm a bit short of 69. Yeah.
As always. But this has been it's been a roller coaster this week, and it's been just amazing fun. So from your host, Budget Pedal Chap, from Mick, from Paul, from Matt also, it is going to be goodbye and good night from us. Ta-ta.
Cheers, big ears.
Cheers.
Oi, oi, Savaloy.
Oi, don't take the piss.